Start it with, oh, we've got to get the Zoom set up to record. Okay, yep, got it. All right, I'm going to go ahead and call us to order. You're all good. I'm going to go ahead and call us to order at 10:40, I wish, 10:41 p.m. We are having our special city council meeting, and I'll ask our city clerk to conduct the roll call.
Mayor Soares.
Present.
Vice Mayor Matulik. I know he's
Present.
here. Here he is. Council members Bergenser,
Present.
Gordon,
Present.
Ledeju,
Present.
Matthias,
Here.
Palmares.
Present.
All right, thank you. I will go ahead and start the public comment timer. I don't know if we have anyone in person, so anyone in person can sign up at the kiosk. Anyone online, please raise your hands. And I will have, while we let that timer run, I will have our Assistant City Attorney announce our closed session item.
Thank you, Mayor. The closed session item is public employee performance evaluation pursuant to Government Code Section 54957B1, titled City Manager.
All right, thank you. Do we have any commenters in person at this time?
None in person.
Is there anyone with their hand raised at this time?
None at this time.
All right, this is important enough, I'm gonna let that clock run. All right, I'm presuming we still don't have any commenters. Oh, we got about 10 seconds left. Thank you, Dawn. All right, presuming we don't have anyone?
No speakers at this time.
All right, with that, we'll adjourn into closed session.
Are you looking to make a difference in our community? One way to do that is by becoming involved in local government. By signing up for one of the many boards and commissions, you can have a direct impact on the decisions that shape the future of Vallejo. Whether it's advocating for policies that matter to you, improving parks and schools, or planning and developing the future. Your voice can be heard through local government. But it's not just about making a difference. Serving on a board or commission can also be a great opportunity for personal growth and development. You'll have the opportunity to learn new skills, meet new people, and gain valuable experience that can enhance your resume and career. The City of Vallejo currently has several positions available, so there is no question that this is your chance to get involved. Take the first step towards making a positive impact in your community by signing up for a City of Vallejo board or commission today. Be the change you want to see. Apply for a board or commission at cityofvallejo.net or contact city.clerk@cityofvallejo.net for more information.
As those of us that are privileged enough to live here in Vallejo know, we have so much rich history, particularly in music and the arts and culture. And Function is such a legend in this space. They've influenced so many artists that have come after them.
Celebrating legacy, resilience, and culture in the diversity of Vallejo by honoring and celebrating the function. And what this means to us is Vallejo often produces the gems and culture, not only for the Bay Area, but for the nation. And this is the opportunity just to shine that bright light on what's happening in Vallejo today.
I started volunteering about 2018 here in Vallejo. I saw a leader that created opportunities for people to get involved. And I was like, hey, I want to be a part of that. And it was cleanups. And so I was excited to participate every month and to get more people to join the cleanup because it was important. I really felt that it was important.
Volunteering has really helped enrich my understanding of our Vallejo community, the different issues that all of our different neighborhoods go through, and ways that we can improve the city of Vallejo as a whole.
We've had a monthly cleanup event sponsored by the city, and the fact that they do send drivers to pick up the garbage and provide us with the necessary tools. There's been some good friendships that have been created, and people look forward to these almost like a social event. So it's not so much this is a drudgery, but it's something that people look forward to.
The City of Vallejo has launched a new public comment system for speakers who wish to participate during city council meetings and other public meetings held in the council chambers. The Q-List kiosk system will streamline and improve the ability for council to verify which items the public wish to speak on, and reduces issues with legibility, order of sign-up, and overall visibility of which topics the speaking party has registered for. To get started, after you have entered City Council chambers, you will be met with one of the new kiosk systems by the front entrance. The agenda item topics will be opened and available for the public to begin registration 15 minutes prior to the start of the meeting. To start, tap the screen and you will be prompted to enter your name or alias you wish to be identified as. Following the input of your name, you will be prompted to select the topic you wish to speak on, like community forum, action items, etc. Once selected, you are finished, and your name will appear on the screen located on the left side of the chambers in the order it was received. If you are interested in speaking on multiple items, you will simply have to repeat the process and select the additional items you wish to speak on. Once the sign-up period has concluded, participants will be called up by name or alias provided in the order they signed up for their opportunity to speak for the allotted time provided. The public will still be able to participate via Zoom or telephone. That specific process requires you to either hit *9 on your telephone or simply raise your hand on the Zoom application.
Vallejo, we do it differently here. There's a spirit that can't be summed up in words. You know who we are, and if you don't, we'll be sure to let you know where we're from. I'm from Vallejo.
These are Vallejo.
I'm from Vallejo.
Introducing VIP, Vallejo's internet provider. Prepare to experience a new level of internet speed, reliability, and affordability for Vallejo. Stream your favorite shows in stunning 4K, download files in seconds while connecting with loved ones without interruptions. Our expert team has worked tirelessly to bring cutting-edge fiber optic technology to every corner of Vallejo, transforming how you experience the internet. Community-based and community-owned, VIP Fiber delivers ultra-fast internet and reliable service ideal for distance learning, telemedicine, remote work, gaming, streaming television, and more. VIP subscribers also gain access to our customer support team, who is available around the clock to assist you. VIP's residential plans start at just $65 a month for symmetrical 100 meg uploads and downloads, no data caps, and if you qualify for the Affordable Connectivity Program, you'll get $30 off your monthly bill. Visit VIPfiber.com or call 877-792-3734 to start your VIP experience. Commercial plans available as well. VIP Fiber, Vallejo's internet provider.
Vallejo, California, a city steeped in California's rich history. Founded in 1851 by General Mariano Guadalupe Vallejo, our city has played a pivotal role in shaping the Golden State. Did you know Vallejo served as California's capital twice in the 1850s? But our true claim to fame is the Mare Island Naval Shipyard, established in 1854. For over 140 years, it was the heart of our community, driving growth and innovation. Today, Vallejo stands as a testament to resilience and progress, honoring its past while embracing a bright future.
The interchange at Fairgrounds Drive and State Route 37 is at the center of a thriving community in the city of Vallejo that includes the Solano County Fairgrounds, commercial activities, the Six Flags Amusement Park, the Country Club Crest neighborhood, and the neighborhood of North Vallejo. Over the years, the city has grown, and along with it, so has traffic. Bottlenecks are occurring with increased frequency. During the morning peak hour commute, over 1,100 cars travel south through this interchange, with half continuing down Fairgrounds Drive and the other half heading east on 37. In the afternoon, this massive flow is reversed. Adding to this, future demand is projected to increase by 25% over the next 20 years. The solution? A new diverging diamond interchange, also known as a DDI, that will decrease wait times at this interchange by 94% for the busiest commutes. These have been constructed throughout the United States and are proving to be an easy-to-use solution for the problems we're experiencing at Fairgrounds Drive and Highway 37. The first U.S. DDI was constructed in Missouri in 2009. Since then, over 150 have been constructed throughout the United States, including the first DDI in California, built on Highway 120 at Union Road in the city of Manteca in 2020. What does the DDI experience feel like? Let's take a look at some different ways that we'll move through this new interchange. Here we're headed south on Fairgrounds Drive during the morning commute. We'll be going under Highway 37 and continue down Fairgrounds Drive. Driving through the DDI is very simple. The carefully designed approach angle of the interchange, along with clearly laid out striping and signage, will safely guide motorists through the DDI. Large lane arrows provide direction, and the barriers will help minimize distractions. Transitioning back to the right side of the road as we approach Six Flags is like driving through any other interchange, but with less wait times. Now let's try taking the on-ramp to 37 headed east towards 80 during the morning commute. We're back at the stoplight. Continuing through the signal, we get ourselves into the left lane if we're not already there. And it's easy because the traffic coming off of 37 is stopped with a signal. No awkward merging to get yourself to the on-ramp. Existing sidewalks were moved to the center of the DDI to make room for the new configuration. This free left turn lane to 80 means we only need to go through one signal now, not two. Finally, let's try the busy westbound exit off of Highway 37 and head north on Fairgrounds Drive. We have 2 lanes dedicated to moving us off the highway, going north on Fairgrounds Drive. The clearly visible signals keep us safely separated from traffic coming up Fairgrounds Drive. Wondering how to bike it? Let's take a look at how we would navigate the DDI on the busiest routes, but this time taking our bike instead of driving. We'll start again at Fairgrounds Drive heading south. We know from our traffic studies that our mixing zone here, the green dashed area, is crossed by only about 10% of the traffic moving south on Fairgrounds Drive. Approaching the stoplight, it's clear to see that we'll continue straight across the interchange with the flow of traffic. The organized movement of vehicles traveling at 25 miles per hour through the DDI makes the cyclists, traveling around an average of 12 miles per hour, more comfortable and encouraged to use their bicycles for commuting. Cyclists also have a low-stress alternative of using the center walkway for the less adventurous. Now let's head north on Fairgrounds Drive, starting south of Sage Street, with our mixing zone taking place well ahead of the DDI. Up ahead to the right, you'll see that the on-ramp bus stop has been relocated next to the commercial area, creating safer access for pedestrians and conveniently located close to Six Flags. Skipping ahead to the interchange, we can see we'll experience the same comfortable transition moving through the DDI. How to walk it. Walking through the DDI will be safe and organized, just like the cycling experience. Here we see the sidewalk options that we can use to get through the DDI. Let's try one. Starting at the north side of Fairgrounds Drive, we see the clearly delineated path guiding us through the DDI. Signals tell us when to safely move through the space. The organized movement of traffic is evident and provides a comfortable environment to move through. The unique thing about a DDI is that you'll move through the middle of it. The center walkway is protected by concrete barriers and a railing that create a safe environment for pedestrians and careful cyclists moving through the interchange. Once finished, the new Fairgrounds Drive diverging diamond interchange will improve safety, enhance mobility, and support economic growth in the city of Vallejo. With efficient lane configuration and better bicycle and pedestrian access, this new DDI is ready to meet the community's needs for generations to come. For further project information, please see the web links in the video description.
Hello, I'm Kevin Brown, Public Information Officer with Vallejo Fire Department. We're out here today at Six Flags Discovery Kingdom, where we held a large training evolution from multiple agencies across the East Bay Area. The Vallejo Fire Department played as host, but we have representatives from Solano County, Napa County, and Contra Costa County hazmat teams, California Office of Emergency Services, Solano Office of Emergency Services, as well as numerous other local agencies. The purpose of today's drill was to simulate a hazardous materials incident spill inside the park that produced several dozen mock patients. We took those patients through a simulated real-world hazardous material experience. Those patients were transported to several local area hospitals within the county, both by ground ambulance from Medic Ambulance Company, as well as by helicopter, CHP H-30 and REACH helicopter service. It's a phenomenal way for us to practice our interagency drills and communications to ensure if a real-world incident like this were to occur anywhere in our region, we can rally up our resources quickly and provide the local community with top-notch professional emergency first aid fire rescue service. As a thank you to all the participating agencies today, big thank you from us, the Vallejo Fire Department and City of Vallejo, to all the local fire departments, Solano, Napa, and Contra Costa County hazmat teams, as well as Medic Ambulance, Pace Solano to serve as a transport agency, and again, Discovery Kingdom for serving as the host venue.
Welcome to the North Bay. You are about to tour Highway 37, a critical piece of the Bay Area mobility puzzle. This 21-mile corridor connects Solano County cities and some of the most affordable housing in the Bay Area, with jobs in Marin and Sonoma counties. Yet the route is challenged by the issues of congestion, flooding, and sea level rise, as well as limited access for bikes or pedestrians. Traffic flow on Highway 37 is pinched by a 10-mile bottleneck from Sears Point to Mare Island, routinely adding 30 minutes to morning commute times and 80 minutes to the evening commute. Sometimes it's even worse. Storms and king tides have shut down the Marin County side of the highway for days at a time. There is no easy alternative to Highway 37. Drivers forced to detour north or south would have to travel twice as far to get from Vallejo to Novato or vice versa. A commitment to equity requires a reliable link between the comparatively affordable housing in cities like Vallejo, Fairfield, and American Canyon, and the job markets to the west. And congestion relief is necessary to make Highway 37 a viable route for new bus service. That's why these state and regional agencies formed a partnership to develop and build both near-term and long-term solutions for Highway 37. Working with transportation authorities in Solano, Napa, Sonoma, and Marin counties, the partners have several key goals: resilience, near-term and long-term adaptation to reduce risk from flooding and sea level rise, plus early enhancements for sensitive baylands; equity, reduce delays caused by congestion, and add bus transit. 40% of all Highway 37 trips are taken by folks who live in lower-income households. Access, increase bike, pedestrian, and recreational access across the North Bay. Restoration, integrate restoration of the historic North Bay Baylands in the redesign of Highway 37. Rising sea levels will require a permanent, long-term solution that's higher, wider, safer, greener, and built to last. Caltrans has identified an elevated 4-lane causeway along the existing Highway 37 alignment with a bicycle and pedestrian path. Caltrans is also working with SMART to incorporate the rail line into the project to accommodate the eventual extension of passenger rail service. This multimodal approach is presented as the preferred solution for improving mobility, adapting to rising waters, and restoring the health of the San Pablo Baylands. It is expected to take at least 15 to 20 years and billions of dollars that are not yet available to make the corridor-wide adaptation a reality. But the Highway 37 team is working in real time to keep the route safe and open after flooding occurs, with many maintenance and construction operations ongoing. The team is also working on near-term improvements to provide a more efficient, less stressful commute, reduce flooding risk, and make Highway 37 more resilient and more reliable. The team proposes to reduce congestion in the bottleneck between Sears Point and Mare Island by using the existing shoulders to add another lane in each direction. Challenges include minimizing impacts on sensitive wetlands and the use of any bay fill. But this 10-mile improvement project could open to traffic in 5 years or less, accelerating Highway 37's permanent transformation, allowing faster and more reliable travel throughout the Highway 37 corridor. Carpool lanes to prioritize high-occupancy vehicles during peak commute times. The introduction of bus service between Vallejo and both Novato and San Rafael. Improved public access to the Bay Trail, the Vine Trail, and Vallejo waterfront sites. A critical head start on improving hydraulic flows and restoring key marshland habitats. Specific improvements include replacing the Tule Creek Bridge near Sears Point with a much longer bridge that will promote Baylands restoration by allowing more water to flow into and out of the creek channel. Plus, enhancements to stop deterioration of what's known as Strip Marsh East near Mare Island, which provides habitat for the endangered salt marsh harvest mouse and other species, and which is a nature-based solution that buffers a portion of the highway from storm surge. The other big issue, of course, is money. For both the near-term Sears Point to Mare Island improvements and the series of long-term resilience projects to completely transform the entire Highway 37 corridor, tolls are a practical solution that can not only help speed project completion, but also serve as a match to secure other regional, state, and federal dollars. By encouraging carpooling and transit use, tolling can also help manage traffic congestion and reduce overall vehicle miles traveled. In spring 2023, the California Transportation Commission authorized the Bay Area Infrastructure Financing Authority, an MTC affiliate, to operate a toll facility on the critical stretch of Highway 37 between Sears Point and Mare Island. MTC, Caltrans, and program partners are working to develop an equitable tolling and transit program for the corridor. That will include evaluation of tolling distributed more broadly and equitably throughout the corridor. The proposal includes a toll lane with tolls collected electronically, as well as a free carpool lane. Toll collection would not begin until improvements are open for traffic, and transit alternatives and a low-income toll discount program are in place. While these near-term improvements are being developed, we are also working on the long-term resilience projects, with the Flood Reduction Project in Marin County the first proposed project. This project has received $155 million in funding through the bipartisan infrastructure law enacted in 2021. What do you think about the proposed near-term projects and the use of tolls to improve mobility and the plan to begin environmental restoration as soon as possible? One corridor, one team, many solutions. We're glad you are part of the team, and we welcome your ideas for solutions along Highway 37 and in the San Pablo Baylands.
Well, Vallejo is a great place to live and work. For many of us, we lived in Vallejo, and we drove outside the county for many years. And we realized that we were really missing an opportunity to remain in the county and for our tax dollars to work here in the county. And so many of us are now working in Solano County and remaining, having our homes in Vallejo. It's a great place to live. We talk about a diverse community. When we talk about bilingual, bicultural employees, we're talking about Vallejo.
This town has an incredible heritage of patriotic industrial grit and craftsmanship. I mean, the location of Vallejo, I don't know that if you threw it on a map, you can pinpoint it any better.
You've got great access to the city of San Francisco here in Vallejo because the ferry comes literally a half a block down the road and ports right here. So we've got a lot of opportunity here to pull from resources within all of the Bay Area that makes us very accessible.
The citizens of Vallejo. I've never been anywhere where people are striving as much as they are in Vallejo to improve and move towards greatness. And I think that's important because our university has the same philosophy.
That alone, that talent pool that you
got, from a diverse, I mean, what other cities in America can you drive into a rural agrarian economy within a few minutes? You can, I mean, any kind of business you can imagine is within a short drive of Vallejo. That's got to have some sort of a positive impact on the kinds of people who might want to move here in the future, might want to live here, and the companies that would want to be located.
You come to Mare Island, it was kind of slam dunk. There was everything here that production would want, from parks to schools to some, the old Naval Hospital, for example. And the city is easy to work with. I think a lot of the businesses are easy to work with, been very welcoming to production, and it makes my job easier.
You can live on the water in Northern California. It's kind of amazing to me. I mean, I'm not just saying this for the video. I can't believe that. Like, I'm not into residential real estate, but if I was, I'd be buying on this place.
I moved to Vallejo about a year and a half. I moved here and bought a house. And since I've started working here, I've really seen a great impact in the local community and just the economics since with all this great work coming to Vallejo.
We're doing building rehabilitations now. We're doing environmental cleanup right now that will facilitate businesses coming in now and in the future. We're finding once space is ready, we have businesses that are interested in occupying that space and bringing jobs here.
I think you'll see in the next couple of years that you'll see other distilleries, other wineries, other breweries popping up, and hopefully, you know, in the next 10 years, Vallejo is known as a destination city for stuff like that, for culture and food and the alcohol industry. And, you know, what better way to say you were one of the first ones there?
It's been great moving my business here, honestly. It's the best decision I've ever made. I had another kitchen all lined up for me in Berkeley that I was going to rent. It was about a quarter of the size of this place for about double the rent.
But affordability here is, as a comparison across the state of California, is very good. So there is a very good balance here that it gives people if they want to come here to look for opportunities.
But when you look at the city of Vallejo, when you look at the weather in the city of Vallejo, it is the most beautiful weather I've probably seen across California.
If you're looking to exist in the Bay Area, Vallejo location is about as optimal as it is.
Nowhere else are you going to find a city that's so strategically located, close to all the major cities in the area, San Francisco, the Napa Valley, and everywhere beyond. This is a great place to live and work and to thrive.
I attended Solano Community College, and I'm a graduate of Solano Community College. And so how I ended up tying in with Sutter was through our preceptorship. In your last semester, you're assigned to a nurse and to a hospital, and the vibe here at Sutter was just spot on. I gravitated to Sutter because of that reason alone.
So living and working in the city of Vallejo provides a lot of convenience for me. My kids go to school here. Everything's just convenient and easy, accessible.
I'm just really drawn to Vallejo. I've been here my whole life. I went to high school here, and just being able to serve the community that brought me up is really nice, and getting back to them.
If you look at the structures in Vallejo, one of the biggest things you'll see is accessibility to other major cities. You can take a ferry ride to San Francisco. Within 45 minutes, you'll be in San Francisco and back. You can't drive to San Francisco in 45 minutes if you were even from Oakland to San Francisco.
That's one of the reasons why we're seeing more and more students wanting to come to Cal Maritime from, for example, Southern California. They recognize that, wow, Vallejo is right in the middle of everything that's happening in Northern California.
The reality is we chose to move to Vallejo, and I'm going to tell you why. The citizens of Vallejo, I've never been anywhere where people are striving as much as they are in Vallejo to improve and move towards greatness.
It's a great place to live. When we talk about a diverse community, when we talk about bilingual, bicultural employees, we're talking about Vallejo.
But, I mean, how many places can you come and live this close to the water and have the opportunities that you have around you for employment and for quality of life?
This is a really exciting time for Vallejo. It's really changed in even the 2 decades that we've been here. The Bay Area is going through tremendous change, and it is definitely overflowing to Vallejo. I think Vallejo is one of the best kept secrets of the Bay Area, and that secret's getting out.
Vallejo is and has been one of the most affordable places to live in the San Francisco Bay Area. The difference is that while our median incomes align with the rest of the San Francisco Bay Area, our community is still affordable and offers tremendous advantages for our businesses and residents. Nowhere else in the Bay Area can you offer that level of affordability, and our rents are far below any other Bay Area city. Yet we retain all the quality of life amenities that the Bay Area offers, situated perfectly where the Napa River meets the San Francisco Bay. Our direct commuter ferry connects our downtown to San Francisco's financial district, Pier 41, and the Oracle Park for the San Francisco Giants games. And we have one of the best choices of open space and recreation, from a beautiful waterfront park, Six Flags Discovery Kingdom, public and private golf courses, vibrant art and cultural community that reflects Vallejo's diversity, a bustling Saturday farmers market, a lively Second Friday food and art walk, a thriving film industry with Netflix series and major motion pictures, and one of the oldest 4th of July parades in the nation, and the Bay Area's best 4th of July festival. But while Vallejo currently has thousands of residents that commute to other Bay Area cities, we are beginning to see the turn with major projects and investments in Vallejo. The Nimitz Group is preparing to invest in a public-private partnership with the city on Mare Island, with a vision, plan, and financial resources that will transform Mare Island back into the economic engine that it was, but with a 21st century flair. They are focusing on diversity of uses and sectors with research and development, tech, advanced manufacturing, and education, taking advantage of the fact that Vallejo is already home to Cal Maritime University and Touro University. Mare Island is already home to Factory OS, which are leading solutions on the Bay Area's housing crisis, a modular multifamily building manufacturer. They are 40% faster and 20% less expensive than conventional construction. Vallejo has a craft brewing and spirit industry running from Mare Island Brewery, the Vino Godfathers, to Savage and Cook Distillery, and back to Napa Smith Brewery. The solution to keep Vallejo affordable and to retain our community is by building new housing so that people have options, choices, and supply. That is why we've streamlined our process to encourage new growth and housing. As California grows, so does Vallejo. That means planning for our future. Providing our youth with opportunity for jobs, training, and education is a critical pillar to retaining and expanding Vallejo's business community. Vallejo is the new destination in San Francisco Bay Area, but we have room for residents and businesses that want to share and thrive in all that Vallejo has to offer. Whether you were born and raised here, have a business here, or just moved here, be a part of Vallejo. Share in our culture, share in our diversity and inclusiveness, share in our opportunities, share in the affordability of the homes, share in the history that we have here with the city of Vallejo, and be a part of our community.
What would we do without Highway 37? It's a vital route connecting communities in the North Bay. But there's no denying that the commute is a daily grind, especially around the morning bottleneck at Mare Island and the evening bottleneck at the intersection of Highway 37 and 121, where the roadway merges from 4 lanes down to 2. So why does the road narrow to 2 lanes on the east side, but not on the west side? Is this why the traffic is so bad? That doesn't seem fair. The constant stop and go traffic creates frustration and wasted time. It contributes to air pollution as vehicles burn more fuel and release harmful emissions. With no viable public transit options along the route, commuters are left with few alternatives to avoid the gridlock. So what's the plan? We're going to match the stretch between Sears Point and Mare Island with the rest of the route, going from 2 lanes to 4. The Sears Point to Mare Island Improvement Project will add a lane in each direction, easing the bottlenecks, reducing greenhouse gases, and improving the traffic flow for everyone. At an estimated cost of around $500 million, this project will be funded through a combination of sources, including us, the users of Highway 37, through tolling. The tolls will be collected by introducing a high occupancy vehicle lane, otherwise known as a carpool lane, 1 in each direction. Transit options will also be introduced, increasing the number of people moved per vehicle while decreasing the number of cars on the road. Lots of questions surround tolling, so let's break it down. Your toll dollars will generate consistent revenue to repay the loan used for project development, ensuring timely repayment. They will help contribute to maintenance, keeping the roadway safe and reliable. Lastly, the toll revenue can serve as a source of matching funds for future projects like the causeway, enabling the continuation of improvements on Highway 37. The project will add some environmental benefits too. The Tolay Creek Bridge replacement will restore historic tidal flows in Tolay Creek, supporting larger baylands restoration efforts. The tidal salt marsh, known as Strip Marsh East, will be restored, reestablishing an important marsh environment. With project completion estimated in 2030, the Sears Point to Mare Island Improvement Project is a significant step toward addressing the traffic challenges along Highway 37. While tolling may raise some questions, it ensures the necessary funding for the project's development and aids in future goals. Together, let's build a resilient 37.
My name is Leah Tummerman, and I am a teaching artist who developed a public art exposure program funded by a California Arts Council grant. As the final component for our multi-piece program exposing students to public art, we decided to restore a mural in Vallejo. The students had the idea themselves that it would be good if the public art collection of Vallejo was maintained through volunteer action. We're honoring their vision today by being out here and restoring Miss Izzy's beloved I Heart Vallejo mural.
So my name's Izzy Drumgooley, and I am a local artist, activist, and community builder. The fact that they came up with it on their own, for them to also want to contribute to keeping this like special unifying message alive, super dope.
My name is Mason Garcia, and I go to Cave Language Academy, and I'm in 8th grade.
I think everything is probably a type of art if you make it. When we went to like the studios, I think it was really fun when we were doing that and just meeting all the different artists. I like looking at like all the different spray paint. Like Lady Hensley was probably one of my favorites.
My name is Aurelie. I'm in 8th grade, and I go to Hogan Middle School. It's a way people can express themselves without having to speak much. After like being in the program, I was able to learn a lot about like the different types of ways people make public art.
My name is Jasmine. I go to Jessie Bethel High School, and I am a freshman.
So it was definitely fun to try to like get to paint with them and actually do volunteer work. That still felt really fun to do. It's something we chose to do. It's something we came up with the idea to do. Art is somewhere you can represent other people through art. They can actually really show what their perspective is. It's definitely something that represents not just them, but maybe a bunch of different people without them knowing.
would you improve Vallejo? Because the ninth cycle of the participatory budgeting process has begun, and we need your ideas for programs, services, and capital infrastructure projects to make some positive changes for Vallejo. In the past 9 cycles, we've worked with our community to fund 70 projects, totaling $11.6 million. Your project idea could be the next one to be funded. Visit us at ppvallejo.org to submit your project idea and learn about the process. You can also visit City Hall during regular business hours to submit your ideas in person. PV Vallejo. Impactful ideas, improving Vallejo.
Today we are here celebrating Confunction. So many decades of history, so many decades of culture and contributions, not just to the world, but more specifically to the city of Vallejo.
So we want to welcome everybody celebrating what Vallejo stands for, and Confunction is a big part of what Vallejo stands for and the pride that we have in Vallejo. And we are here to celebrate the fact of Confunction receiving a street naming. We are so proud of him.
As those of us that are privileged enough to live here in Vallejo know, we have so much rich history, particularly in music and the arts and culture, and Confunction is such a legend in this space. They've influenced so many artists that have come after them.
Celebrating legacy, resilience, and culture in the diversity of Vallejo by honoring and celebrating Confunction. And what this means to us is Vallejo often produces the gems and culture, not only for the Bay Area, but for the nation. And this is the opportunity just to shine that bright light on what's happening in Vallejo today. So thank you all so much for coming. We truly appreciate you being here on this Saturday morning for Confunction. Woo, and what better way to start this event than where it all started, which was Vallejo High School. And today, this morning, we have, kicking this off, Vallejo High School Band playing Fun for Confunction.
A 1, 2, 3, and.
As we are hearing fun, please stand to your feet and welcome, led by the conductor of FOC, to the stage, Confunction original members. Michael Cooch, Carl Fuller, led by the conductor of FOC, Izzy. Started now. So, I want to officially introduce you to our MC for today. You may know them as the retired principal, but we at Confunction Land know him as the conductor of funk. And he is here to conduct our program today, so please welcome the conductor of funk, Clarence Isidore, or as we know, Izzy.
Mic checks. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a shout out to Vallejo High School for representing today. Thank you so much, kids, for coming out, and their director. This is huge for Confunction. We will give a shout out to Hoga High School too. So, As we start the show, excuse me, may I have your attention? I will be your conductor. The train is approaching. The train is approaching, not just any train, but the love train. It's carrying a large cargo of folk. But one thing you must know about this love train, you don't breathe, don't shake it, to rock. Let's get the show started. First of all, again, I'd like to thank the city of Vallejo and our mayor for this huge activity and this honorable mention. We are so blessed and humble, and to function is a huge shout out. Thank you, Vallejo, for bringing us back home. So, at this time, we will get the party started, and we will start with our guest speaker, our first guest speaker, our one and only Mayor Andrea Flores.
Good morning, everyone. I don't know how I'm supposed to follow that energy, but I do want to officially welcome everyone here on behalf of the city of Vallejo. We are so excited today to honor our neighbors and friends and legends can function with the key to the city of Vallejo and an honorary street renaming. And I don't think I have to tell anybody out here what this group has meant to this city. Vallejo has such a rich history of arts and culture, and that this group has not only brought so much joy to our community through their music, but influenced future generations of artists and influenced people outside of their music, such as through Vallejo High School. I think the energy we felt when we approved this at our city council meeting and a couple of these gentlemen came out, you could tell that they could feel the impact that they had had. And I can say, having now met them, that it is absolutely impossible to be around the members of Confunction or hear their music and not feel that energy and not start tapping your foot or feel a little bit better about your day. So I want to thank you all. We'll have some more things for you a little bit later, but I want to thank you all for all the joy you have brought to our city and everything you have done for us. And we are so excited to honor you today. So thank you.
And now also, my favorite parents. Also, the former Vallejo High School parent, Councilwoman Helen Marie Orden.
Good morning, everyone. Can we say out loud, welcome to our wonderful group here that's honoring us? We want to say that I am so privileged to stand before you as a parent of wonderful principal. I thank him for everything. I am not surprised that he's not involved in this. When you come into his office, you have to move because he's praying something wonderful, and now I see why. I want to say thank you for being here. I want to say as a parent, we often look for quality in individuals, right? And when we have original, authentic music such as Confunction has provided for us throughout the year, I mean, I didn't need Starbucks. I came in here dancing. I barely could move out of the car. As soon as I heard that music, I just had to move. And I just want to say thank you so much for this opportunity to our mayor, to our wonderful assemblywoman, our board of supervisor. I want to say thank you for allowing this opportunity for us to have this here because they truly deserve it. And thank you for their patience while they wait for us to do this. What a best time though, right? So I am honored to be, I won't stay before you long. I am a mother who truly appreciate music. And I give this day to my father, Charles Eaton, who have played music from Confunction throughout our whole entire life. I'm from the bottom in the valley, Sacramento, so you know who wasn't that far from you. But I'm going to say thank you so much for this opportunity. As much as I want to say more words, I'm just so moved to see you all come out on this day. Rain or shine, we still show up. Thank you.
Thank you so very much, Ms. Gordon. And now coming to the stage, Assemblywoman Lori Wilson with our resolution and presentation.
How y'all doing out there? Oh, wait a minute. Do we need to drop a beat real quick? Because it didn't sound like y'all was doing that great. let's start out again. How y'all doing out there? That's right. You see what your music does. You see what your music does. I am not native to Solano County. I come from the Central Valley by way of Fresno, California. I was born in '76, but I grew up with Confunction because that's what my parents played. So imagine my surprise when my husband gets transferred to Travis Air Force Base, and all of a sudden Confunction is playing locally, and it's like, what is that? How are they? Because I grew up with them thinking they big superstars, and they are, but they were playing locally, and I was like, oh my goodness, this is my parents' music, and then of course it was my music. So my kids grew up with Confunction, and then they now knew because they weren't born in Fresno, they were born here in Northern California, and so they are a part of the rich tapestry of legacy that you have not only in Solano County but across the globe and including in Central Valley as Fresno. And so I grew up on this music. My kids have grown up on this music, and it is the kind that makes you move. You can't sit still. As Councilmember Gordon said, when you hear the music, no matter what's going on in your mind and your body, it makes you feel good. It makes you want to move. It makes you want to enjoy life. Even though we know as a black community the trials and tribulations that we have gone through, we have expressed it through music and joy. And you can't take our joy. And the music from Confunction speaks of that joy. So I am extremely proud to deliver a resolution. I'm going to have the mayor grab it for me real quick. Thank you. If you can hold it, up, and then we're going to present it. And I'm going to just say, I'm not going to read the whole thing, but I'm going to read just a bit of it. Whereas the group Confunction has provided more than 5 decades of musical excellence, cultural enrichment, and top-flight entertainment to countless Californians and people around the world, bringing immense hometown pride to the residents of the city of Vallejo, for which the group's members are deserving of special recognition and the highest commendation. Be it resolved by Assembly Member Lori D. Wilson and Senator Christopher Cabaldon that they honor and celebrate Confunction for its more than 50 years of musical excellence, cultural leadership, dedication to the Vallejo community, recognize the group's enduring legacy, unique artistry, and indelible mark on the history of music, and express their sincere gratitude for the joy, inspiration, and sense of pride this group has provided to the city of Vallejo and people around the world, including this little girl from Fresno, California. It is dated the 6th day of September 2025. It is now in the history books of the state of California, and I'd like to present this to the group Confunction.
DJ, keep the music going. I gotta be like Assemblywoman Wilson. Throw your hands in the air. The wave like you just don't care. If you're in the house, stay on me. All right, DJ. All right. Again, I want to say thank you to Assemblywoman Lori Wilson for this presentation, and we are so proud. Also now, coming to the stage, retired educator and one of the first principals of Vallejo High School. Harry went to Hogan. Joe Jones. The groupie section. It's so good to be here. It's so good to see all of you today here to celebrate legends, Confunction. You got to indulge me for just a minute. I have, this is special. This is really special to me. Been hanging around Vallejo since 1961. And I know these gentlemen. I know them very, very well. We started at Flosden Elementary School, which is now, Flosden Elementary School. And we were in music class together. We were in band, beginning band. Bet you didn't know that Michael Cooper's first instrument he ever played was clarinet. That was his first instrument. He went from there to drums, string guitars, electric guitar, vocals, very serious. Carl Fuller. We met up with him when we got to Solano Junior, playing the trumpet. Been playing it all through high school and even to this day. Never gave it up. Danny Thomas is not with us today, but he is in Africa. I talked to him yesterday, as a matter of fact. Danny is my cousin. Danny used to walk around Vallejo High School with a briefcase. Yeah. And he considered himself the business manager of the band. And he took care of all the business, and he thought that that was a very important job, and so did we. Paul Harrell, my next door neighbor in Floyd Terrace on Flosden Street. I'll never forget Paul. He would come out and we'd be playing out there, playing marbles and all those things on our knees. And he was a little bit smaller than us, and he was younger, a little younger, but he fit right in. But he could play that saxophone and the flute. I'm telling you all of this because it's important to remember Bill Perkins. This is Project Soul. Project Soul. You don't understand what I'm saying. Project Soul was an idea. And the architect of that idea is sitting right here. That's Michael. Michael used to be so adamant about getting something started. But it is a recipe around Vallejo. It's always been a recipe around Vallejo to be involved in music. And I want to applaud our school system back in those days for giving us, all of us, opportunities in music. We didn't just have beginning band. We had band, we had beginning band, we had senior band, we had orchestra, we had jazz band. We had all kinds of opportunities for music to be fermented in this city. And I'd like to thank the Vallejo City High School District for producing these gentlemen. Now, I didn't mention Felser yet because he is not just a music and a trombone player. As a matter of fact, I always had a little bit of thing about him because, I played the trombone too. So, but he's better. It was always better. And then joined the group and became a vocalist and songwriter and did all of that stuff. But when I say this, I mean it with all my heart. There are certain ones of us in this audience because I know we are confuction junkies. We go to a concert. Y'all stand up for a minute. Y'all stand, because everywhere I go to see confuction, they are there. And Mike tells them, get up off your feet, start dancing, and everybody starts. It's just a joy to be here today to share with all of you this proud moment for our city. And then Michael and then the whole group, we're just so thankful that you have come back and you are getting what's due you after all of these years. You have a street named after you. That's so wonderful. And so I'll leave that with you and then look forward to seeing you at the concert, which will be later on this afternoon. Thank you. Thank you, JoJo, for those kind words. Again, giving a shout out. What a remarkable educator and leader. And I just want to say thank you on the bottom of my heart, Joe Jones, for inspiring me for all these many years. Thank you again. One more time for Brother Joe Jones. Now coming to the stage, County Supervisor Cassandra James for a proclamation.
Good morning, beautiful people. All right, we still hype, so we don't have to play a song right now. But this morning took me back many, many years as my mama would blast the radio on a Saturday morning. And you knew what time that meant. It was time to get up and clean up. There we go. And not just a surface clean, it was a deep clean where the tub had to be marinated with condiments. But this is such a funky, fabulous day. It's been hot all week, and only Confunction can cool the day down at the end of the week. And we're gathered here to make music history, not on vinyl this time, but in street signs. And today we are officially naming this street in honor of the legendary soul-filled funk power, as you see in my jacket, band Confunction. Now, before we cut any ribbons and get to seeing their street sign, just want to take a second to appreciate what the group has meant, not only to just music, but to the culture. When Confunction hit the scene, they just didn't bring hits, they brought heart, they brought harmony, and a whole lot of heat. Their grooves made you move, their ballads made you feel, and their hooks, let's be real, baby, I'm hooked. It's still stuck in our heads, decades later, and this is not just a song, it's a whole mood. And let's talk about the love, because Confunction didn't just play music, they built community. They brought people together one beat at a time, so it's only fitting that today feels like we're hopping on the love train, celebrating unity, soul, and kind rhythm that crosses generations. And on the behalf of District 1, Solano County, I want to present this proclamation recognizing the excellence and culture legacy that Confunction has brought to our city and to our county. And this shows that Solano County and Vallejo produces gems. So, and I'm just going to read one stanza here, whereas their artistry, longevity, and continued cultural impact stand as a testament to Vallejo's legacy as the birthplace of world-class talent and a beacon of creativity. And I am so proud that when I was getting dressed today, I blast your songs for my sons who were born and being raised here in Vallejo, the Crest specifically. So where your songs will go on to the next generation. And thank you so much. I don't want to present this to you.
Waving like it is so there. Waiting for you to somebody say, oh yeah.
I do DJ. Did that by mine. First of all, again, I want to say thank you so very much, Countess Pueblo Cassandra James, for your proclamation. And this means so much to Confunction in the city of Vallejo. We are still humble and honored, and again want to thank you. And now coming to the stage from the Solano County Fair Board, our one and only, another former parent of mine of Vallejo High, Miss Deborah Dixon.
Thank you. Hey, Vallejo, what's up? What's up? Feel like it just don't be. All right, all right. I just want you all to know how proud I am to be here today. Michael, Coral, Felter, you know how much I love your moms. Second Baptist Church, okay? We go back a long way. Worley Cooper, huh? Okay, all right. Tony, okay, I see you over there, girl. I see you over there. So I just wanted to take this opportunity to thank the city of Vallejo for this honor for Confunction. A legend is just not a word that is big enough for Confunction. What they've done and how long they have done it is just it's mind-blowing. It's just mind-boggling. And we are just absolutely so proud to say Vallejo, not the Bay Area,
but we say Vallejo. So I want to thank you all again for coming out. I appreciate you and have a wonderful, wonderful day. You'll see some of you later on today. Thank you.
All right, now that everybody's got some energy, we're so excited now to present our recognition on behalf of the city. So one of the things that has come out in everyone that has spoken is not just the influence that the gentlemen have had on folks in Vallejo, but that they've really never forgotten where they came from. They've centered Vallejo, and I think that's something we see throughout all the ambassadors that have come out of this city, and there are no ambassadors greater than our ambassadors from Confunction. So as we saw our proclamations from the state and the county, we do have a proclamation from the city of Vallejo. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but it does say, whereas Confunction originally formed in Vallejo, California, emerged as one of the most influential R&B and funk groups in American music history, entertaining fans worldwide for 50 years, and have never forgot where they came from. Now, therefore, I, Andrea Source, Mayor of the City of Vallejo, and the Vallejo City Council 25 as Confunction Day in the City of Vallejo, in recognition of their extraordinary contributions to music, culture, and community, commemorating their historic return to their hometown roots. Happy Confunction Day, everyone. We have copies of this for everyone, but I won't give them out right now because we've got more exciting things to do. The fan club. We did not anticipate the fan club, but we can work on that. So the other thing that we're able to do, one of the greatest honors that a city can bestow on its wonderful ambassadors, is a key to the city. And in addition to a proclamation for each of the original members of Confunction, we are proud to present keys to the city, which are behind me somewhere. They're right here. They look like this. It says, Key to the City of Vallejo, presented to Vallejo music icons Confunction for lifetime achievement in the area of arts and culture. And I'm going to invite folks to accept these on behalf of some of our original members who aren't here. On behalf of Danny Thomas and Paul Harrell, Jennifer Pilot, make sure I say everybody's name right, Jennifer Pilot will accept their awards. All right, accepting the award on behalf of Louis McCall is his sister, Maria McCall. Right, and accepting the award on behalf of Cedric Martin is his brother, Bernard Martin. And we have here 3 remaining original members who still tour today. I have a key to present to Mr. Carl Fuller. And next we have Mr. Felt Pilot. And last but not least, we have a key to the City of Vallejo for Mr. Michael Cooper.
We just thank you all for all your support. Continue to have a blessed and safe life. We love you, and God bless you.
I want to thank our friends and thank you, Vallejo, for lifting Confunction up and believing in us. May this street be a reminder that dreams born here can reach far and wide and always bring you back home. Appreciate you guys so much. Thank you.
Guys, thank you so much for coming out and supporting your boys. We will be your boys till there ain't no boys no more. Give it up one time for yourselves. Love you.
Vallejo is a canvas waiting to be explored. Our city pulses with creativity, from colorful murals adorning downtown walls to eclectic galleries showcasing local talent. The monthly Vallejo Art Walk transforms our streets into a vibrant outdoor exhibition. But art in Vallejo isn't just visual, it's an experience. Our theaters, music venues, and public spaces come alive with performances year-round. Whether you're an artist or an art lover, Vallejo offers endless inspiration and opportunities to engage with our thriving creative community.
Hello, everybody. My name is Virginia Brooke. I am Reverend Gail Jack, and I'm the pastor of Kyle Temple AME Zion Church.
Sam Reed.
My name is Ravi Shankar. The garden has brought together various members of the community and the city of Vallejo. We currently have 45 plots out here in the garden, which 39 of them are rented out to people in the community for $65 for the year. They come in, they plant their own vegetables, herbs, or flowers, hence bringing them outside, away from those TVs and computers, then back out into nature, back out into that healthy sunshine, and back out into getting exercise. Are you one of the 100,000? I need 100,000 people to give me at least $1, and that should set us going for at least the next 5 years. Come by and see us. First and foremost, what we have here is real. So come and see our pumpkins. Come and see our flowers, our herbs that we grow. We have what we call camp rainbow, and those are natural plantings that are available to come and taste. We also have a camp rainbow that's run during the summer for children to come and learn about what it is to grow and to be close to nature.
It's kind of like a little baby, you got to give it all that love and attention. They don't understand that right now.
Because sustenance is a challenge to most nonprofits, and especially labor, time involving kind of thing. A lot of people can't even maintain some of their own home garden. They hire people. But I can think of 2 or 3 things specifically. One, to continue the outreach at many levels constantly and show the benefit, what we have accomplished so far with children, youth, adults, how the health and the education and the well-being has been improved. Second, continue to recruit volunteers, especially young people, bring the school involved in there, churches involved in there. If not every week, if not every month, bring them by rotation throughout the year so that there's exposure to all of these well-being and opportunities for those folks.
It brings people together. I personally like a community type environment, and I've learned that wherever I go, I tend to bring community together, such as my neighbors, things of that nature. This garden has it built in already, and just being a part of it for me, it helps my spirit to advance and grow. From meeting so many different people and learning about the garden, which is something that I'm also interested in, which is herbology. I've learned from so many people all of the activities that we do here. And the children, which is our next generation, we need to get them into understanding how things grow, that it's not just in a grocery store. An apple actually grows on a tree. An orange grows on a tree. Mint grows on a plant. You can make tea from these things. So training the community, the children, people, adults, people who don't realize that these things come from things grown. It's just a great thing to be able to train and teach and share your interest, your knowledge, and everybody gets to learn from it. Camp Rainbow can always use volunteers. It can always use donations. We definitely need donations towards the garden. There's always things that need to be done.
What inspired me was Miss Virginia. No, for real, because so I live right over here in the alley. I have a garage right there as well, where I do most of my work out of. And I seen her come out here, and I seen what she was doing, trying to attempt to put a garden here. And after a couple of tries, I thought I might just pitch in because she was determined to get it going. So I figured, what the heck, I ain't doing nothing. I come in and volunteer my time, see what we got. Just continue helping out and reaching out to people that want to be a part of this and join in, and just let them know that it's all peace, love, and fun, love. And it touched me to see that she was out here, and she's always out here. A lot of times by herself. She don't ask nobody for nothing. She just come out here and do what she do, and that right there was just enough to inspire me to come out and say, hey, if she can do it, then I could do it, and if I could do it, then maybe I'll pass it along to somebody else so they could do it too.
So come and find out who we are and visit us. You're always welcome, and then participate. Want to the garden, put your name on our waiting list, and then be a part of it. Again, always financial assistance is welcome, but we're here to stay, and we're going to grow no matter what. This is God's land. It's his land, and we're going to be part of this growth. He gave it to us. We're going to take care of it.
And so with even a dollar donation, and we're looking for $100,000 in order to repair and replace the boxes, as well as to provide a new fence for security measures around this guard.
Firefighter Marquez, we want to share a day in a life here at Vallejo Fire Station 21.
No, man, put it all on the line. Just to know that I'm a win.
A shift change can really depend vary on where you're coming from. If you're coming from a different station, you're coming here. So you're going to walk in, bring your gear in, kind of get set up by the actual engine itself. As we come in, there's an off-going shift and an oncoming shift. We'll meet up with them, get a pass down. We'll talk about what the off-going shift had in terms of calls or events that they had in the last 48 hours. And then after kind of the craziness of the first 30 minutes gets kind of settled, then we'll meet up at the table and we'll just have a game plan for any training. Is there any station ride-outs, which we have one today? Any meal plans? We'll just kind of get our day going. Everyone in the department, you have your own PPE. We have basically two things. We check what could kill you and what could fire you. Obviously, SBA, that's something we take high pride in because that's our lifeline. So we check that first, and then we'll sign off narcotics with the outgoing firefighter. One of the biggest things that we also check is make sure that our radio's got plenty battery. This is the proper radio for the proper SCBA. They all pair together. Small things, attention to detail that we focus on that could be life or death, really. Comes at a point in the morning where we have to do our checkouts of our apparatus. We'll pull the engine in the truck out, and then we'll just do a full check. We'll check everything. We'll make sure that nothing was left from the day before, if anything's missing, broken, or dirty, and we'll just do a full cleaning or whatever needs to be done to get the day started.
Part of my morning check on the ladder is making sure that outriggers work, that it gets set up right, and then the aerial ladder will operate as normal. So raise it, extend it, bring it back, get it to one of its highest angles. I'm looking for any hydraulic leaks, making sure I got smooth operation of the ladder. I spin it around to make sure all the gears work, and then I bring it back down. So I know for the rest of my shift that my ladder is going to be serviceable and that I don't have any issues moving forward.
Really, it's one of the key things that'll make or break your day. Is if you do a good checkout, you're set up for 48 hours for whatever may happen. Chris, he's riding out just for since our employment opened, he's trying to get a job here. So when ride-outs are here with us, we try to get him hands-on as much as possible. Stuff around the station, running calls, he's a paramedic. He can do some skills too, obviously not serious things, but he can get involved in around the station and on fires. He's all hands on deck. If you're home for 48 hours, anybody who's like seeking employment in the fire service is, even though it's like not glorious, just take full pride in everything, cooking, cleaning, because people recognize that, and it goes a long way. If you care in things like this, then it'll kind of almost transverse into what you do out on the fire ground. Just take pride in everything. We clean toilets. In the Vallejo Fire Department, we work 4896s, 2 days on, 4 days off. We are divided up into 3 shift platoons. So we have the A shift, B shift, C shift. A shift will be green, B shift will be red, and then C shift will be blue. And I can see what days I'm working. So I know you're aware of what days you're working, what holidays you're working, so you can prep your family. Let them know, like, hey, I'm going to be working Christmas. You know, in January, you can tell them that. Or it's nice. It's nice you have a good view of your year before you even start it. Figuring out what you're going to cook is probably, hands down, the hardest thing. It's the thing I struggle with the most. You're like, yeah, come up with the plan. Plans always change, but you gotta be flexible. What do you think about making some elote with it? Broccoli and corn? Or not?
For tonight?
Yeah. Do you want to do broccoli?
We're gonna do broccoli.
All right, cool. There's $4.99, because we could probably use it tomorrow.
Do a salad too with it, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right, cool. Then it gets easier as time goes on. You kind of like, okay, we'll do this, and you get some like 5 good recipes. People always say like, oh, you need 5 good recipes. Sure. You need a couple, like 10. Being a firefighter, training is paramount. We can be on site, whether we're here at the station, we can be off site. Either it can be manipulative or verbal, or we can be down at the training tower where we're practicing for our major evals or just any evaluation. So we train every day just to be in a state of readiness. You can never train too much, especially in a city like Vallejo that's very challenging. You work out all the kinks in training, so when it's time to actually do the real thing, it's flawless. It's like the H pattern, so it'd almost be there. I could drop my rope bag, pull the actual gated Y up, tie it off there, so now that we have a true 100 feet.
This is not uncommon to have an apprentice evaluation going on. Some apprentices will be studying for this evaluation. Today, the truck company has been tasked with coming out and deploying the aerial ladder to help with the evaluation. One of the evolutions is throwing the roof ladder from the aerial ladder. After he throws the roof ladder to the pitched roof, he's going to simulate getting onto the roof, and then he'll simulate cutting. Afterwards, he's going to take the roof ladder off, stow it back onto the aerial, then descend the ladder. The next evolution, which the other apprentice will be performing, and then they'll switch, will be simulating cutting a vertical ventilation pole on a flat rooftop.
We've been kind of incorporating some monthly trainings with CHP. We're super fortunate to have them come out and just do some long line training where we hook up, take a ride around. We're also learning tactics on how to secure any victim that's in a hard to reach area and extract them using their equipment in conjunction with us. So it's a cool experience for some of us that are new young apprentices. It's invaluable, right? We're going to carry this for the rest of our career. To be able to do this so young in their apprenticeship it's amazing, honestly. It's great information, great learning. We try to work out at least an hour a day, some sort of weightlifting and some sort of cardio. Fortunately enough, we do have a soccer team. We take it pretty serious. So the certain group of guys here who are on the team, we always try to get like 20, 30 minutes of juggling or some sort of like little drill that we can do in station.
Even 6.
We'll try to do crew workouts, but depending on the day, people can just trickle in when they want. But if we can, we'll all try to get in here at the same time. Just good motivation, crew bonding.
And it's too much weight. I'll put the 10s on for you.
Where PCRs are done, this is where you can check the logbook. If we do get a call that requires landlining anybody, we have a REMS computer where we can look at the CAD. We also have target solutions up on the computer there. Also, it's kind of like the firefighter area. You charge all your electronics, your laptops and whatnot, and this is where you kind of just hang out and just do paperwork or just contact loved ones at the end of the day. You get a little break. It's kind of our space. So a little piece of advice that I've got from a lot of senior members here is that when you think there's nothing to do in the station, there's always something. A small task that I like to do is I'll come to the rack, the SCBA rack where we have all of our spare bottles, and I'll check them. This machine here, the Cascade system, it's basically in charge to fill our bottles, our SCBA bottles. So after we use them on incidents, we come back to the station, we clean up all of our empties, we'll bring them here, and we'll put them in these canisters here, and we'll fill them up. So we can actually fill them in the station, and we're ready for the next incident. Then once they're full, we just store them here back on the rack. There's also 2 ways to store them. So if you do assembly in, means it's empty, and then assembly out, it's full. Sweet. Medicals are basically priority 1, 2, and 3 is priority 1 medical for chest pain. So we'll see. Get there. We'll hop out, grab our stuff, meet up with the patient, and see.
Like not anything like really bad, but like consistent.
Yeah.
All of these tests on the left side. Like right here.
Right there. When's the last time this happened to you?
It's happened to me before, but it's usually like gone away.
Okay.
After a couple, but I'm just like.
You want to?
Sometimes I'm hesitant to call, but like.
Oh man, that's what we're here for.
Yeah.
Just call us at any time. That's what we're here for. We're gonna take your blood pressure, look at a couple things.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of like a pressure, like just right center of the chest. So this is a little bit better now. Obviously, at the end of the day, we recommend you go get checked out at the hospital.
Yeah, I'm probably just gonna go.
They can run a bunch more tests that we obviously can't do. We can't draw blood and run labs or anything.
Yeah.
So here at Vallejo, we don't transport. Fortunately enough, we have Medic Ambulance, we're a private ambulance company that transport for us. We come in, provide immediate care, whatever we have to do on scene, and then we'll transfer care to the paramedic on the ambulance, and then they'll get them over to the hospital. Here at dinner time at 21, it's huge. It's a big house, so we have the truck and the engine, the battalion. We all cook together, we all eat together. It's kind of a family thing, a good bonding as well. So whoever came up with the idea, we'll kind of like piggyback off each other and add different dishes, throw in different swings, like Captain Santos make some fried rice.
What's your secret fried rice? A lot of garlic.
We got some broccoli on the grill, and then Engineer Brias, he's great on charcoal, so we got him grilling some tri-tips.
Old school charcoal, baby.
Then us younger dudes, huge. So, because if you don't have those 5 meals, you can learn from them, learn how to grill on the charcoal if you don't know, or learn how to make fried rice. It's amazing. It's what you can learn in here. It's amazing. At 21, since we have a larger station, people can be in different parts of the station, especially the BCs up there. We come over here and we just hit the dinner bell. Traditionally, after every meal, we roll dice for dishes. It's called 1-4-24. You have 6 die. To qualify, to actually make a score, you need a 1 and a 4, and then the highest score you get is a 24. So for instance, we have a 6. We'll take the 6 out. Put that back in. Over. So we have a 4 here. So we have a 4, then 2 6s. A little risky. And then we go a 1. And then if I get a 6 here, I'll get a 24. Then back to 6. So over here, since we have a 1 and a 4, we have 18, 19, 20. That's my score, 20. And then we all go around the table. Each senior starts first. Most senior goes last. And then it's kind of like elimination. After everybody rolls the first round, maybe there's 7 of us, we'll cut it in half. 3 will go out, 4 are left. Just keep rolling. See whoever loses does dishes.
Me doing these 36-hour like ride-alongs, this is me just paying homage, paying respect, trying to earn my keep here, and just really solidify myself at the department and get to know the people, the men and women that work here. So they teach me everything. They teach me how they run. They show me everything about the engine. They show me about the city itself that I didn't even know about, and like the history of the department. Like had no idea about the dice game at all. That was pretty new, but I'm glad that I actually get to like ride along and be on the engine and see how they run their calls. Being a paramedic myself, it kind of helps gauge where I'm at as a paramedic compared to Vallejo paramedics.
So of course, after the film crew left yesterday, we had a busy night. We were up pretty much all night, including 1 vehicle fire. It was challenging. Obviously, those we don't have can't connect to a water supply. The gas tank did fail, so it was kind of a pesky one to put out. But that's just another day in the Vallejo Fire Department. We're busy, no matter if it's day or night. And if you're that kind of person that wants to be busy and actually do the job, just email us. Schedule a station visit or ride out. Come out. We'd love to have you.
Mare Island isn't just a place, it's a journey through time. Once the first naval base on the West Coast, this historic peninsula has reinvented itself as a cultural and business hub. Stroll through tree-lined streets past stately officers' mansions and industrial buildings, now repurposed as hip breweries, artisan workshops, and tech startups. Visit the Mare Island Historic Park Foundation to delve into its naval history, or enjoy a picnic with panoramic bay views. Mare Island embodies Vallejo's spirit of innovation, seamlessly blending its storied past with an exciting future.
Vallejo, California, a city of latent potential. Amidst its challenges, a transformative initiative emerges, the Vallejo Project. Founded in 2020 by educator and lifelong Vallejo native, Joe McDonald.
I'm the founder of Vallejo Project, and Unity Garden is an initiative of food forests that was started by some of our young adult youth leaders, Aaron, Kim, Thomas Silva, and Sydney Howard. They were in our second cohort of interns.
This is what it's all about. And part of the mythology of community gardens is it's all about eating better. So being a farmer instead of a laborer is where it's at. And anyway, we got a lot of good things going here.
I work with adults with special needs, so special disabilities. So it's different levels with the disability. So you have high functioning, you have low functioning, and we offer jobs for them.
It's a better place to be here than lost in the streets, you know? So it's kind of hard to bring that across to a lot of people because they don't know where to be. They don't know how to, be a person. They don't know who to look for, and I'm glad that I can be able to look at people around me stepping me out. And Azura is very grateful. I'm highly grateful for her to think of me,
So my name is Soren. I'm from Romania. I came here in the United States in 2018 with work and travel and study and work again. And I found this place on Facebook, and I happy to contribute to this place. I'm glad to God that I live in this shelter with these people, and I'm very comfortable.
Hi, my name is Phoenix. I'm 27. I live at the Vallejo Project. It's part of a community of young adults live together that try to help each other in the community. I think someone's personal struggles don't define them. They can use that as a source of strength, and it builds character. It's like what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, and I believe that's true.
My name is Julius from Vallejo. This housing project thing, it's cool. It's whatever, gave me a place to stay or whatever. That's what I like about it. Do your chores or whatever. Pretty cool.
Just one person, we need a community.
This will be an instrumental impact on the house crisis that we're facing in Vallejo, California, and across our nation.
With 13 years of urban education experience and a master's in educational leadership, Ajoa brought together volunteers, trade mentors, artists, and community advocates to disrupt cycles of violence and economic hardship. The carpentry path pairs tradesmen with youth to build sheds each quarter, offering 6 months of training and pathways to employment.
More than anything, it was kind of an introduction for people to understand what you need to show up to a job site with, what needs to be in your tool bag, protective gear for your feet, and things like that. And our goal was to be able to prepare people and actually buy their stuff for them so that after they finished working with us, they'd be able to go into the 6-week program with the carpentry.
The Unity Garden fosters wellness and food security, while teaching sustainability and intergenerational collaboration. The media track offers filmmakers, storytelling workshops, and the youth radio show on OSCAT. More than life skills, the project promotes wellness and mutual support.
And the goal is to connect the youth and
connect the seniors and retirees like me, connect business owners to come in and share healthy, nutritional meals, share skills that we can pass on and build a community. And it has really helped to focus many of our youth to think about the planet, think about soil, food, produce, and the whole cycle of how things work.
Peer learning circles, mental health resources, and youth-hosted wellness clinics reflect the holistic mission. These measurable outcomes speak volumes: diplomacy, stability, community pride. Vallejo Project, building people, building futures.
Got this wonderful woman, Bobo, and she's like, we have a job fair today at 5 p.m. in the V, and it's downtown. This says bike building, technology classes, music classes, mindfulness workshop, K through 12 academic support in our city. This is stuff that's here. It's today, 5 p.m. Please, if you're available, join, pull up. That's incredible.
Come through. Thank you so much.
Vallejo Project. Now, please give them. Vallejo Project. Is this your company?
Yes, servant leadership. We do gardening, we have carpentry, trying to get people to learn self-sufficiency, how to build their own homes, grow their own food, make their own clothes, and live. You know,
This here at home. I was just on my stroll and she pulled up on me, and I'm grateful. Come on.
So I want to tell y'all.
Good morning, all, and welcome to the ribbon cutting ceremony for the Vallejo Navigation Center. My name is Natalie Peterson, and I am the assistant to the city manager for the city of Vallejo. I will be your MC for today's event and am beyond excited to be here with all of you today to celebrate this milestone. Over the last nearly 4 years, I've had the opportunity to work closely with many amazing individuals and organizations to make today a reality. I would now like to invite one of those individuals to the podium to make some opening remarks. Assistant to the City Manager, Gillian Haynes. Hi, everybody. I'm Gillian Haynes, Assistant City Manager. Thank you so much for being here today. It's a pretty emotional moment to walk in and see everyone here, all the supporters, in this beautiful facility. Gosh, we're honored, really, to have each of you here with us today. This is such a momentous event. Before I get into some quick comments, I just would like to acknowledge the land that we're on, right? This is traditional land. Before we were here, there were Native people here, right? And so today, there are 4 federally recognized tribes here in Vallejo, the city of Vallejo, and they consist of the Kahil-Dihi Band of Winton Indians, the Calusa Indian Community, the Quetzal-Dihi Winton Nation, the Yocha-Dihi Winton Nation, and the Scotts Valley Band of Como Indians. We just want to give them acknowledgement that we are here now sharing their land. And this gathering is such an inspiration to see all of the support and see what it really takes to do something like a project such as this. I'd like to acknowledge all of our funding partners, including the City of Vallejo, the County of Solano, the CAP Solano JPA, instrumental, HUD and HCD, our federal and state partners. We've got Sutter Health, Kaiser Permanente, and North Bay Health. Let's give them a round of applause. Thank you all. The City of Vallejo has been steadfast in their commitment to addressing our unhoused population here in the city, and this project is really going to change the future of unhoused people here. Thank you all again for your support. There's 2 people that I feel I need to mention briefly that are no longer with us today, and this project would not have moved forward without these 2 instrumental humans. One is Maria Cabrera. This was all her idea. She got that community together. She ignited all of you and all of us and collaborated with us together to get this thought into fruition. The other person is Guy Rica. Guy Rica was a staff member here at the City of Vallejo. gave relentless support to piecing together all of these different fundings and looking into the regulations and making sure they move forward. And we will do something for each of them special here within the facility, definitely at a future date. I'm so thankful to have spent the last 5.5 years I had working on this important project, collaborating, bringing everyone together, this village of a community, the staff. We even got our Public Works Director, Melissa Tigbow, to come back for this event. Our elected officials, and you, our community. Please give yourselves a round of applause. This is why we do the hard work together. Thank you all for being here.
So before getting started into the rest of our program, I would like to take a moment to acknowledge the dignitaries that we have with us and some of our amazing organizations and partners. When I say your name or your organization's name, please stand to be recognized. From the Office of Congressman John Garamendi, we have Mel Orpelia. From the Office of Assemblymember Lori Wilson, we have Tiffany Jones. From the Office of Supervisor Cassandra James, we have Yuritsi Martinez. From the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development, we have Christian Anderson with us. We have Vice Mayor Trevor Mazinski, who is also from Capsilano JPA. We have Thomas Jute on behalf of GBRD Board. And we have multiple representatives from various boards and commissions within the city of Vallejo. Please stand and be acknowledged. Also in attendance with us, we have representatives from Capsilano JPA staff, the Continuum of Care, Lived Experience Committee, and Tripartite Advisory Board. We have representatives from our local healthcare partners that provided the operational funding to open these doors. We have Sutter Health. We have Kaiser Permanente. And North Bay Health. We also have with us the staff from our operator, 5 Keys. This is the team that will be working on site to provide the needed services to our community. Everybody that you see around you in the teal is our 5 Keys team. I would also like to acknowledge the other agencies that work alongside the city of Vallejo. We have representatives from the Greater Vallejo Recreation District, Vallejo Flood and Wastewater District, Vallejo Unified School District, Solano County, and staff from our surrounding cities. We also have the nonprofit organizations and advocacy groups that are working firsthand with the unhoused in our community. We have representatives from the team that built this, from CSG and G&G Builders. And last but certainly not least, I would like to acknowledge my colleagues, the staff from the City of Vallejo departments that worked around the clock to make sure that this project would come to completion. We also have representatives from iHeart who support the city in our field outreach, as well as other nonprofits such as Vallejo Together, Resource Connect Solana, who do field outreach to the unhoused community. And with that, I would like to invite to the podium Councilmember J.R. Matulak.
Good morning, everyone. For those that may not know me, my name is J.R. Matulak. I'm actually the council member that represents District 2, the bordering district over in the north of Vallejo. And thank you for everyone for being here. There's a couple of people that I want to make sure that we do acknowledge. Thank you, Natalie, and Gillian, for acknowledging the land we sit on. But I want to give a special shout out to Scott Foster over there. Scott, can you kind of wave your hand over here? Without him, we would not be here. He was kind enough to be able to give us this property to help us put this project here. So I want to give a special shout out to Scott Foster over there. So thank you, Scott, for everything you do, not only for this project, but for the city of Vallejo. So thank you. And this is listening to all the funding, all the support that we have here. This is the epitome of it takes a village to raise not only children but our whole community here. And from my architectural background, if you look around, this is a beautiful place. Looking at the garden area over here, looking at these facilities over here, this gives from the architectural, this gives a sense of place and of being. And hopefully this is going to change some of the mindsets, some of the negative mindsets that some of the community members that will be living here is going to hopefully inspire them to take those steps to utilize the resources that the service providers will be providing here to get them to the next level of being independent here. So this is where we as a city, this is the things that we need to tout to get past a lot of the negativity that the Vallejo narrative typically holds out there. But this is one of the many, many, many positive things that is actually happening here. I definitely want to give a shout out to Gillian, to Natalie, and to Flora and the rest of our staff here, because for those that may not know the history of this has been a project over 10 years in the making. 3 mayors, 6 different councils that have gone through this to try to get this project here, and through a lot of the challenges, it's thanks to them that got us here to the finish line. So I want to thank everyone here today, and thank everyone for getting us to this point and looking at a lot of the positive that Vallejo is doing for our unhoused community, starting with this, and we'll be having a new one right up the street at the Broadway project here soon. So thank you all.
I would now like to invite to the podium Councilmember Charles Palmeras.
Thank you. Wow, what an incredible day. I like to meditate on what this Navigation Center represents for all of us. For the unhoused community, this represents an opportunity for folks to have shelter and take a breath. For those who do the work of coordinated entry, who volunteer, who work for other agencies, who work with the unhoused community, this represents a unique and critical opportunity to work with those folks to get them into housing. It is a very critical step for the continuum care. So let's not forget that this is part of a bigger project, and I hope we see forth to working with our business partners, our nonprofit community, our CBOs, our volunteers, our activists, to really address what's happening with our unhoused community. And this is a huge step, and I'd like to congratulate everyone who helped to make this happen. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilmember. I would now like to invite Councilmember Helen Marie Gordon to this podium to say a few words.
Good afternoon, everyone. How are you doing today? Can we just say yes? This is amazing. And to see you all come out for something so beautiful as this, it just warms my heart. I want to first tell you transparently, it's not easy, but I'm going to be completely honest, but I don't want you to judge me, but I came here homeless. I have 4 children, and I was a grandmother. I had a son who was in a wheelchair, and I was recently diagnosed with Graves' disease. Not knowing the seriousness of it, found out when I got here it was worse than what we thought. But I could not let my kids see that struggle. I could not let them see that fear. I knew whatever I had to do, they could not see a knife down the streets. And thank God the Christian Help Center, they opened that door for me. But I can't help but be a little jealous. Neighbors, colleagues, and valued community members. On behalf of the City of Vallejo and my colleagues, I'd like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to all the dedicated city staff. Our city manager, when I call your name, please stand. To our hardworking staff, especially Gillian, Natalie, and if Flora's here, is she here?
She is not here.
Well, so someone could let her know. And to 5 Keys, wave your hand. and to our developed partners. To every sponsor, whether you contribute financially, through hands-on support, and with all of your unwavering belief in quality and dignity. I see you, and I thank you. Your work stands as powerful testament to your vision. The collaboration and compassion you can say you have achieved. The facility is more than just a building. It's a milestone. It represents all the collective commitment to uplifting lives, restoring dignity, and creating pathways to stability for our unhoused neighbors. As Maria would say, our friends. Thanks to the tireless contributions of so many, we now have a state-of-art place offering safety, support, and hope to those who need it most. Again, I have to say, my son and I came here last week while they were working tirelessly, getting everything in order. My son and I, we broke bread here in this room after doing an amazing tour. That's why I say I'm a little jealous. My son said it felt like home. I got a picture of him sitting over there by himself, just taking in. And I can't help to think when we came here, he was just 5, turning 6. Was he afraid, or would he have felt safe like he did sitting in this garden? I want to say thank you to everyone involved. The center will provide essential wraparound service, case management, health care, access, life resorts that will empower our guests to move forward, like Christian Help Center did. Little piece to the larger puzzle. Every person deserves to feel valued, seen, and safe. Today marks a turning point, not just in policy, but in the hearts of now Vallejo's show for its people. The Navigation Center is our bold step towards long-term solution that will address root causes, including mental health, addiction, unemployment, and trauma. Sometimes just needing an opportunity to have help to get into housing. As we hear all the time, it's not just that I got kicked out because they raised my rent too high. It is not just a shelter, but it is a bridge to permanent housing, to opportunities, and to renew hope. And I'm almost done. But I wrote this because I thought about my situation, so please bear with me. To the unhoused, to our housed community, this center is not a threat to your safety or values. It is a reflection of them. And to those currently living without shelter, you are not invisible. You are not forgotten. Help is here, and hope is real. Woo! We are moving beyond fragment, short-term fixes, towards real, lasting changes. This center will provide 24/7 support, case management, again, access to health care. We cannot stress that the most, because that's what I saw on the 4 sweeps that we have done. I didn't see this. And let me just be clear. This is not just a shelter. Once again, it is a bridge. It's stable, an opportunity to renew hope. I want to say thank you again to all of you. And everyone in this room, you should clap your hands because you are part of this center. Thank you again for this opportunity. And then this speech is in honor of Maria and Guy Rica. Stronger together, unity and community. Helen Marie Gordon, City Councilwoman, District 6.
I would like to quickly acknowledge we have Councilmember Alex Matthias here with us now. Thank you. We also have with us Christian Anderson from HUD here representing our federal partners in this program. Thank you for being here. I would now like to invite forward the Executive Director of Capilano JPA, Deshaun Waters.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Good morning. Y'all follow that up, right? I'm honored to be here today as the Executive Director of the Capilano JPA to celebrate the opening of the Vallejo Navigation Center. This center marks real progress in our regional effort to address homelessness, not with quick fixes, but with solutions that meet people where they are and help them take the next step towards stability and housing. As a joint powers authority, our role is to bring cities, the county, and service providers together to build a system that works, one that is coordinated, accountable, and results oriented. I want to thank the city of Vallejo for its leadership in getting this project across the finish line. Um, five keys who will operate this site day in, day out, and everyone from the community who made this happen, from the planners and funders to outreach workers and advocates. I've seen a few members in the audience who I'd like to acknowledge: our past JPA chair, Vice Mayor Nasinski, our COC chair, DeAndre Richard, JPA board member, Councilmember Palmares, committee member, Councilmember Gordon, Vice Chair Kari Rader, who I've seen earlier as well, our tab chair, Dr. Palomera, where are you? There we go. And some post-mortem lived experience committee, Reggie Serenone, right? Kemper Stone, and Jose Carzales. Most importantly, this center is for people who will come through its doors looking for a fresh start. To them, we see you, we support you, and we're working to make sure this is just one stop on your path to permanent housing. Thank you all for being here and being a part of something that truly matters.
Thank you. I would now like to invite to the stage the CEO of Sutter Medical Center, Ellie Jager-Jackson. This is amazing. Seems like we've been talking about this for a really, really, really long time. And looking out across the audience, my Sutter Health colleagues and I are incredibly proud to be part of the creation of the Vallejo Navigation Center. At Sutter Health, we understand that the health of a community is grounded in the health of our most vulnerable populations. And the Vallejo Navigation Center will bring up the entire Vallejo and Solano community. Our community health doesn't only include access to health care, access to mental health care, but all of the other services around essential care that make our most vulnerable populations or unhoused community members feel heard, seen, cared for, and have an opportunity to state their opinions and their concerns and their fears as they move through life. We're proud to partner with North Bay and Kaiser and all of the other wonderful communities in Vallejo to be able to open such an amazing center with the wraparound services that our community deserves, needs, and that will make Vallejo and Solano counties stronger every day. So thanks to everyone for being here and for your support. Thank you. Next to the podium, we have from the Vallejo Medical Center, Chief Nurse Executive from Kaiser Permanente, Juanita Julabral-Walton.
Good morning. Good morning. It is such an honor to be here. And that's like, personally, I just feel very honored to be a part of this on behalf of the organization. Just a huge thank you to our local elected officials, to community partners. It's just an honor to be here with you to fulfill the Kaiser mission of healthy communities and healthy people. So we are all just so grateful for all of you. I hope that you know, and you may not, that Kaiser Permanente has been in this community since 1946. We're one of the very first hospitals in this area. So just call it out. It's almost 70 years that we have been rooted in this community to be a part of wellness and health. This navigation center is vital to helping bring real change to a vulnerable population that needs it the most. I can look around and see how committed this community is and how all of you are just because you're here. And I think that it's amazing to see the support for this community. So what this navigation center represents is more than just a safe place to sleep. This center represents good health, a roof over your head, access to social services, and a pathway to permanent housing. Because housing is health. It's that simple, and it's that important. We shared this previously, but if you look at homelessness like you look at disease, being homeless means your average lifespan is 25 years shorter than the lifespan of an average person. 25 years. Let that sink in. That is simply unacceptable. And today, while we are here to celebrate, let's stay focused on the ongoing challenge and continue to do all that we can to support good housing. This opening of this Navigation Center will create change in Vallejo, and we are so proud at Kaiser Permanente to being a part of this journey to good health in our community.
Thank you. We now have our Vice President, Chief Medical Officer, and Chief Quality Officer from North Bay Health, Seth Kaufman.
Good morning, everyone. I'm honored to be here representing North Bay Health as one of the sponsoring health systems for the Vallejo Navigation Center. Homelessness continues to rise in Solano County, with the greatest concentration right here in Vallejo. Behind every number is a person, someone facing not just housing insecurity, but complex health and social challenges. As an emergency medicine physician, I see this firsthand. People come to the ER in crisis, not only for medical care, but because they don't have a safe place to go. And while we're proud to provide care in those moments, health begins far upstream, from access to food and shelter to stability, purpose, and connection. At North Bay Health, our mission is to improve the well-being of our communities by providing conveniently accessible, high-quality care. We live this mission every day, not only within our hospitals, but in the neighborhoods we serve. That's the heart of population health.
Visibility. All right, I'm going to go ahead and bring us back. We have come out of closed session. I'll turn it over to our city attorney so we can close out.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. The council met in closed session concerning public employee performance evaluation pursuant to Government Code Section 54957B1, title City Manager. Council gave staff direction and took no further action. That completes the report out.
All right, thank you very much. With that, we will adjourn at 12:54 a.m.